I think there's some open questions as this administration gets in place. One is, what are they going to do on the rebate rule? They've obviously delayed that once. The litigation is still pending, so we're going to have to wait and see what they do. That obviously has policy implications, but it also affects what might be possible legislatively, given that repeal of the rebate rule would serve as potentially quite a significant pay for legislatively, depending on how CBO scores that. It's going to be important, I think, for policymakers to get clear on what they're trying to solve for, and are they solving for the anecdote? Are they solving for grandma's out-of-pocket costs? Are they solving for the budget, or some combination thereof? As they do so, they're going to have to think about the different markets. Personnel, a lot of times personnel is policy. And, so we're going to have to see where folks land, and we're going to see how long it takes to recover from COVID. I think those two are really going to influence what can get done on any other policy issues, this included.
This is on everyone's minds, and there's a saying, and I'm paraphrasing, that a complex problem has a simple solution, and it is wrong. And we need to work on this from a larger scale across the healthcare system, and how to solve this idea of drug pricing.
The question that will come to the table is, especially as we get out of COVID, where we've seen the impact of innovation across the healthcare system, in the way we provide care for patients in the hospitals, in the treatments that are available, in the vaccines. Are we going to be willing to take a potential hit on innovation? And can we actually all agree on where we're willing to take risks and say no to things? As we think about value, we think about outcomes. We think about, is it a 1 year or a 3-year term? We think about what costs are incorporated. Ideally, I would love to see, for commercial and employer-sponsored plans, productivity being incorporated in the assessment of value.
It sounds to me like there's a lot of talk about value-based purchasing, but very few real-life examples of value-based purchasing agreements or success stories. So that's, I think the future holds that there'll be more attempts before we all know what value-based purchasing means.